Astellas and Pfizer presented new data showing that their prostate cancer drug, Xtandi, is effective in an earlier form of the disease. When combined with hormone therapy, Xtandi reduced the risk of tumor metastasis or death by 58% compared to hormone therapy alone. The drug is currently approved for other stages of prostate cancer, and if approved for this new indication, it will be its fourth indication in the United States. Xtandi is set to lose its patent protection in 2027, and Pfizer and Astellas are battling generic competitors in court. Medincell, in partnership with Teva, has received FDA approval for UZEDY, or risperidone, a slow-release injectable suspension for treating adults with schizophrenia. This marks Medincell's first FDA approval after 2 decades of developing technology for slow-release injectable drugs. Medincell's BEPO technology, based on copolymers and a biocompatible solvent, allows for the gradual release of the active ingredient, providing an extended release effect. UZEDY's approval was based on 2 phase 3 trials that demonstrated a significant reduction in relapse risk compared to placebo. With this approval, Medincell enters a competitive market for longer-acting schizophrenia drugs. Scientists from the Lewis Katz School of Medicine at Temple University and the University of Nebraska Medical Center have successfully used CRISPR gene editing in combination with long-acting antiretroviral therapy to eliminate HIV in around 60% of HIV-infected humanized mice. The researchers targeted 2 genes in the mice and observed a significant improvement compared to the previous study in 2019. The combination of gene editing and ART offers potential for a cure, as current ART only suppresses the virus and requires lifelong medication. The researchers used careful strategies, including the use of CRISPR-Cas9 to inactivate the CCR5 gene and remove integrated copies of HIV-1 DNA. The team is now focused on improving the efficacy of the approach and exploring combination gene editing for the elimination and prevention of the virus spread. Abbott has launched its Freestyle Library 3 blood sugar sensor in the UK as part of an automated insulin delivery system for type 1 diabetes. The system, when combined with Opsumed's connected pump and CamDiop's mobile app, creates an artificial pancreas that manages insulin levels based on real-time glucose reading. The UK's NICHI has recommended this hybrid closed-loop approach for certain type 1 diabetes patients, pending price negotiations. Abbott has also received FDA clearances for integrating its sensors into automated insulin delivery systems in the US. Biotech startup Initial Therapeutics has secured $75 million from Apple Tree Partners to develop innovative treatments for cancer and other diseases. The company aims to disrupt protein production in cells by targeting the ribosome. This approach allows them to potentially tackle disease-causing proteins that were previously inaccessible to other drugs. Initial Therapeutics will focus on cancer and serious illnesses with undisclosed specific targets or drug candidates. Apple Tree Partners is also involved in other biotech ventures. Medical technology company Masimo has introduced a stroke health monitoring system designed for babies up to 18 months old. The system includes components such as a video camera, an audio hub, a smartphone app, and a sensor-equipped silicone boot. The camera provides a reading of temperature, humidity, and noise levels, while the boot monitors vital signs like oxygen saturation, pulse rate, and body temperature. Masimo offers different bundles starting at $249, with the full Vitals Plus bundle priced at $549. Pre-orders are available and the system is set to roll out next month. It's important to note that the stroke system has not undergone FDA review and is not intended as a medical device. Masimo aims to provide parents with valuable insights into their baby's health and improve the parenting experience through advanced health technologies. Nanox has received FDA clearance for its multi-source X-ray bed, a smaller and lighter imaging system. The Nanox ARC system uses up to 5 X-ray emitting tubes to capture images and create a 3D scan. Nanox plans to offer access to the system through a pay-per-scan model and expand its presence in underserved area. The company aims to increase access to medical imaging and promote early disease detection. Zimmer Biomet has announced its acquisition of New Zealand-based device maker Osys to strengthen their partnership and expand Zimmer Biomet's orthopedics portfolio. The companies initially joined forces in 2021, with Zimmer Biomet becoming the exclusive distributor of Osys 3D printed implants in the Asia-Pacific region. The partnership was later expanded to include Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Prior to the Osys acquisition, Zimmer Biomet acquired Embody, a company specializing in collagen-based implants for tendon and ligament repair. GlaxoSmithKline has received FDA approval for its RSV vaccine RXV, becoming the world's first RSV immunization for adults. The vaccine showed high efficacy in preventing RSV-related respiratory disease in clinical trials. GSK plans to launch the vaccine before the RSV season begins. Competition from Pfizer and Moderna is expected, but GSK sees it as an opportunity to provide more options for patients. GSK is confident in its supply and is working on pricing and insurance coverage. The CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices will discuss RSV guidance soon. Immunogene's antibody-drug conjugate, Elahere, has shown positive results in the Phase 3 MIRASOL trial for platinum-resistant ovarian cancer. The trial demonstrated significant improvements in progression-free survival and overall survival. Immunogene plans to seek full approval for Elahere from the FDA in the second half of 2023 and will also file a marketing authorization application for approval in Europe. The trial showed that Elahere is the first medicine to demonstrate a survival benefit in its patient population. The drug exhibited a favorable safety profile, with low-grade ocular and gastrointestinal side effects. However, the current label carries warnings for severe ocular toxicities and other potential adverse effects. Researchers sent mice into space and discovered that blocking certain proteins can prevent muscle and bone loss. This finding could lead to new therapies for humans with conditions like osteoporosis and muscle loss. The study involved genetically engineered mice and mice treated with a drug that blocked these proteins. The mice without protein activity loss did not experience muscle and bone decline even in microgravity. Targeting these proteins may help patients with muscle and bone loss, particularly the elderly or bedridden. More research is needed, but this strategy shows promise for improving patients' quality of life. Syfovre, developed by Apellis Pharmaceuticals, has become the first drug approved to treat geographic atrophy, a form of vision loss caused by age-related macular degeneration. Previously, no treatments existed to slow the progression of this irreversible condition. Apellis faces the challenge of being the first company to market a therapy for geographic atrophy, with mixed clinical trial results and safety concerns raising questions about its widespread use. Nevertheless, demand for the drug has been high, with thousands of vials shipped and engagement with numerous physician practices. Apellis has attracted strategic interest with pharmaceutical companies looking to acquire drugs in this class. The company's market valuation has increased significantly, making it a potential acquisition target. Alongside Syfovre, Apellis also sells a drug for paroxysmal nocturnal hemoglobinuria. Eyenovia has gained FDA approval for Mytcombi, a spray that replaces pupil-dilating eye drops during eye exams. The spray, administered with the Optejet device system, offers a more comfortable application, reduces the risk of overdosing, and minimizes exposure to preservatives. Mytcombi targets a market of 100 million cases in the US annually. Eyenovia plans to introduce the product to eye doctors' offices this summer. The company has also developed other Optejet-based products for presbyopia and myopia prevention. Tempus, an AI and genomic diagnostic company, has received FDA approval for its companion diagnostic XT-CDx. The test, which analyzes the genetic makeup of solid tumors, will be used alongside targeted therapies for colorectal cancer, such as Vectibix and Erbitux, to identify patients who are most likely to benefit from the treatments. The diagnostic can also assess microsatellite instability status and detect specific mutations. Tempus plans to expand the use of XT-CDx for partnerships with other cancer drug manufacturers and pursue additional companion diagnostic claims. The company aims to leverage genetic biomarkers to to guide treatment decisions for patients with advanced forms of cancer. Samsung has obtained FDA clearance for an irregular heart rhythm notification feature on its Galaxy Watch devices, allowing them to passively monitor wearers for signs of atrial fibrillation or AFib. The feature uses a built-in sensor and an electrocardiogram function with the Health Monitor app to detect AFib. This development puts Samsung in direct competition with Apple and Fitbit, which also offer similar capabilities in their smartwatches. By continuously monitoring for arrhythmias, these companies aim to help users detect and address potential health issues related to AFib. Samsung plans to introduce the feature in its upcoming One UI5 watch and extend it to older Galaxy Watch models. Kissei Global Rare Diseases and Protalix Biotherapeutics have announced that their enzyme replacement therapy, PRX-102 or pegunigalsidase alpha, has been granted marketing authorization by the European Commission for the treatment of adult patients with Fabry disease. PRX-102 is a plant cell culture expressed and chemically modified stabilized recombinant version of the alpha-galactosidase A enzyme. The authorization is based on a comprehensive clinical development program, and PRX-102 has been studied in both ART-naive and ART-experienced patients, including a head-to-head trial. Fabry disease occurs in 1 person per 40,000 to 60,000 and results from deficient activity of the lysosomal alpha-galactosidase A enzyme. A new article discusses the challenges and strategies involved in separating full and empty capsids during the production of adeno-associated virus or AAV vectors for gene therapy. It highlights techniques such as ultracentrifugation and chromatography-based approaches, as well as the development of novel membrane absorbers. The need for a universal approach applicable to different AAV serotypes is emphasized. Various analytical methods for determining the empty-full capsid ratio are mentioned. The article emphasizes the importance of exploring alternative purification methods for improved separation of empty and full capsids in the growing AAV industry. Researchers from the Transport and Nanoscale Interfaces Laboratory at EMPA and the Department of Neurology at the Cantonal Hospital in St. Gallen, Switzerland, have used atomic force microscopy or AFM to visualize protein indicative of Alzheimer's disease in their natural form. Unlike biochemical tests, AFM enables the examination of protein morphology, offering insights into disease stages. The study revealed that longer protein fibrils appeared in later stages of the disease, while cognitively healthy individuals showed no fibrils or shorter fibrils. The researchers aim to validate their findings with larger patient groups and explore the chemical nature of the proteins. AFM technology has the potential to complement biomarker tests and improve early detection and understanding of Alzheimer's disease. Researchers from Cheonggyeonton Liverpool University have developed a new method for delivering genetic information into stem cells, overcoming their natural protective barrier. By coating nanoparticles with a specific polymer, the team successfully bypassed the membrane of stem cells and directed them to transform into specific cell types. This breakthrough in controlling cell differentiation could significantly improve the efficiency and the effectiveness of stem cell therapy in regenerative medicine. The researchers also discovered that stem cell membranes contain more cholesterol, which contributes to the difficulty of nanoparticle penetration. While further research is needed, these findings offer promising insights for future regenerative therapies. Thermo Fisher Scientific and Pfizer have partnered to expand global access to genomic sequencing technologies for cancer patients. The collaboration aims to bring rapid genomic screening to decentralized labs in underserved areas, initially focusing on lung and breast cancer in patients in over 30 countries across Latin America, Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. Thermo Fisher will identify local labs to serve as next-generation sequencing hubs, ensuring they have the necessary technology, infrastructure, and trained staff. Pfizer will work on making DNA tests more affordable for patients and educating healthcare providers on the benefits of genomic screening. The partnership aims to improve treatment outcomes and address the limited access and affordability of next-generation sequencing for cancer patients globally. Thanks for watching my Biotech News Update. If you found this video informative, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more updates. Additionally, all the sources used in this video can be found in the description below. Stay tuned for more exciting news in biotech.